Synchronicity University has an incredible January 2024 and year of 2024 coming up. And for a very limited time, you can choose your tuition rate as low as just $5 a class for superstar astrologers like Stormy, Grace, Cameron Allen, and so many more. Keep an eye out for our upcoming programs. This is the moment, this is the time to cultivate greater love and wisdom and knowledge and insight to your astrological practice. SynchronicityUniversity.com. Links are in the description below. Hello, fabulous superstar Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of December 2023. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. Boy, is this a very special time. Well, we've got these powerful energies that are going to speak so strongly for you. I would say this is going to be an incredible and important month. Mid-month, though, it might not feel so incredible. It might feel disappointing in some way, and I'm so sorry to say, but it does happen. But here's the thing. We have this powerful alignment taking place that aligns you with greater love and greater wisdom in a way that is karmic and massively blessed. And also, we have part of the Mercury retrograde that's set to take place now in your sign. Whatever you think is happening, however you feel about it, everything could look very different once we enter a brand new year and Mercury goes direct in your sign on the 1st of January. A powerful way to start a powerful new year for you. Beginnings are on the horizon. The new moon in your sign on the 12th of the month should be beginnings, and they might be, but it's almost like you're not really sure how you feel about them, and you have to respond very quickly to a set of circumstances that lend themselves to a beginning, and all of it can leave you feeling unsure, uncertain, or just kind of mixed about whether or not this is good or not. So what's going on? This new moon is in your sign, as I said. It is speaking in supreme harmony with the North Node. That is powerfully karmic. It speaks to what's happening on levels of soul, of the unconscious, but it is about aligning you with greater love, greater wisdom, greater blessings through people, places, things, and situations. It's just that because the energy is so unconscious, it doesn't always show. It isn't always obvious right away that wonderful things are afoot. The energies that are more conscious have to do with Mars and Neptune. And these are energies that are especially tricky now. Mars in your sign, recently in your sign as we ended last month, well, it is Mars now in your sign that is close in the sky to this new moon. And that can suggest a very strong emotion arising from within you, a strong frustration, a desire for change, or maybe a very strong reaction to a set of circumstances that has you responding very quickly, like buttons getting pushed, for example. But as a result of reacting, of responding, you are propelled to action in some way or another. And so strive to see the potential and the possibility of this time of how it is that you're coming to learn of your own power. But yeah, there might be adrenaline, there might be aggression, there might be impulsivity at this time. But Neptune is square the new moon, and that's the energy that can get really tricky because that is about uncertainty, malaise, apathy, disappointment as well. Feeling some sense of loss. However, it's a new moon. With every beginning, yeah, sometimes there needs to be an ending. However, where any ending is aligned with greater love and greater wisdom is aligned with that part of you that knows that you have so much more yet to do in this lifetime. Even if you don't know the details just yet, that is the impetus to trust. And you definitely do, considering this new moon is trine the North Node. That is a supreme blessing. Sometimes it's disguised a little bit as disappointment, but the blessing does reveal itself, and it is usually better than anything you could have planned for yourself. Now, I mentioned Mercury retrograde on the 13th of the month, really 6 hours after the new moon. Mercury goes retrograde in a financial part of your sky. Money you earn, money you spend is covered here, along with self-love and self-esteem. But it's the 23rd of the month that retrograde Mercury re-enters your sign. And as I mentioned, goes direct on January 1st, after which that is when whatever's taking place this month starts to look very different. That is when you're able to take a clearer, more honest assessment. You're able to understand and you're able to put some dots together that didn't necessarily fit before, you didn't recognize were connected before. And it makes all the difference in helping you to navigate forward from here. On the 27th of the month, we have this month's full moon, and this full moon is so fortunate. One of the more fortunate full moons that I have seen in a while. And this full moon takes place in a part of the sky for you that has to do with profound change, profound truth. It has to do with wealth, spiritual, but financial as well, which means access to resources, including good fortune, where it comes to your connection to financial institutions, things like credit cards, grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments. All of these have very promising qualities available to you now. And so what is it that makes this full moon just so special? Something that I am so excited about for you. Well, on the one hand, it is speaking in harmony with Jupiter. Almost simultaneously, we have one of the most fortunate days of the year with the sun speaking in supreme harmony with Jupiter as well, with precision at that. And we also have a supremely harmonious connection between the full moon and Saturn. Now that suggests that whatever's happening now, whatever's changing for you now, the blessings will stay around for a while, if not a good long while. And so pace yourself and be yourself, as I like to say, but also know that you are heading in that direction of understanding power differently, understanding your own power, and aligning with greater wealth. There is fulfillment at the time of this full moon that I think you will love. Now, keep in mind as well, the sun in a financial part of your sky having to do with money you earn, money you spend, speaking in harmony, supreme harmony at that, with Jupiter, and Jupiter in a work-oriented part of your sky. Well, chances are there's going to be plenty of work-related opportunities, lots of things that keep you busy, and also the financial reward is part of that package. Now, where it comes to matters of love, Mars is in your sign. Just before we began a new month, Mars moved into your sign and is going to be there into next month at that. Very different energy than, let's say, Venus, where Venus in your sign is all about the attraction factor. And on that note, Venus is going to move into your sign next month, right out of the gate. I'll be here to talk about it every step of the way. Venus as a principle is more about what shows up, what you allow. You're able to attract wonderful things to you, including love. But Mars is an energy that's a lot more proactive. It's a lot more physical. It's energized, it's energetic, it's motivated. And so keep in mind that as much as I want to say love, and love is a part of it, I think there's going to be this physical desire to connect with other people that will have you especially courageous at this time. For those of you open to meeting someone new, well, look, you're putting yourself out there, that's for sure. With Mars in your sign, you're feeling ready to connect with others. And that includes physically, enjoy yourself and be yourself, as I like to say, because I do think that, yeah, most Sagittarius will be. For those of you just starting to date somebody, Mars in your sign can indicate an increase of intimacy in some way. And so, yes, there's that sense of wanting to connect with this person physically, or at least perhaps do athletic things together with them. And for those of you in an established bond, though, this is where you want to be careful, because this is an energy of change and transformation. If you find yourself feeling frustrated or uncertain with your partner, if you find yourself losing patience, well, it might just be that there are other changes in your own life that you desire, but it's a safer outlet to focus that energy towards your partner. So strive to stay honest with yourself. And if you do, this can be an incredible time when you feel stronger than ever, and let that strength help to connect you and your partner that much more closer together. That doesn't mean that your partner might not be doing things that you don't like, right? If you know and you've felt for a while that maybe you're not in the right relationship for you, that frustration is going to feel right on the surface now. It's part of figuring out what you want to do. What I love about this month for you, there's so much here. It is a valuable and meaningful astrological moment. I am going to say, I love that very fortunate energy at the end of the month with the full moon happening in a transformative, power-oriented, wealth-oriented part of the sky for you. There is this illusionary, uncertain energy in the middle of the month. It's like you're asking yourself, who am I? You're not necessarily going to have the answer, and yet things are changing towards you becoming more authentically you, more fortunate, and they're changing for the better. Thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each week for each sign for just $3 a month with Choose Your Membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com, where you get expanded, exclusive horoscopes, access to live events. Higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity, university events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Links are in the description below. Well, I hope you have a wonderful end of year. I hope you have an incredible full moon. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.